How's going on, everybody? It's me, the one that loves cartoons, and in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about a cartoon. So in today's video, I'm gonna review Ninjago, Masters of Spinjitzu, Season 8, titled Sons of Garmadon. So the Lego Ninjago movie came out between Season 7 and Season 8. So Season 8 bring to us something new. Season 8 bring to us the redesigns. Yeah, and Tommy and Rayson wanted to bring the Lego Ninjago movie fans to the TV show by making the ninjas look exactly like their Lego Ninjago movie versions. And yeah, like I said, they've done this to bring the Lego Ninjago movie fans to the TV show. And also they bring the Lord Garmadon back to the series because he was the main villain of the Lego Ninjago movie, and the TV show is gonna look exactly like his Lego Ninjago movie design. So fans of the movie would recognize him and would recognize the ninjas and the TV show and fall in love with the series, I guess. So yeah, and man, there was a lot of backlash back when they released the sneak peek of Sons of Garmadon, with Lloyd looking like the Lego Ninjago movie Lloyd. So yeah, a lot of fans hated it. And they start attacking Tommy and Rayson and some of the fans. And some of the fans thought that it's a follow-up to the Lego Ninjago movie and canon to the Lego Ninjago movie. But they confirmed that it's not, and I was confused at the beginning. I also thought that it was part of the Lego Ninjago movie, but as soon as I found out that it's part of the TV show, I really didn't have a problem with it. Because really, guys, the redesigns make sense. Well, yeah, they exist because of the Lego Ninjago movie, but they make sense. And the main story of the TV show, I mean, Ninjago back then was going for 6 years, and the fans grew up with the show, and the ninjas went through a lot in the TV show, so it makes sense that they would look different. I mean, they are older now. Of course they're gonna look different. It's part of growing up. I mean, we all look different when we grow up. We all grow up. So yeah, I really didn't have a problem with the redesigns. Because I like sometimes when they age cartoons characters, they make them a little bit older. So yeah, because like I said, it makes sense. The ninjas are older. They went through a lot. Of course they're gonna look different. It's part of growing up. It's like Ben 10 when he was younger and then he became older in Alien Force. So yeah, don't get me wrong, I love the OG designs, but redesigning the characters makes sense. They are not going to stay young forever. So yeah. So now let's go to the main topic. So like usual, I'm gonna review each episode of Sons of Garmadon briefly, and then I'm gonna talk about the stuff that I liked, the good stuff, then the stuff that I didn't like, which is the bad stuff, and then I'm gonna give the season a score out of 10. So let's review. So the season starts with episode 75 titled Mask of Deception, and it's a good season premiere. I mean, we get introduced to the Sons of Garmadon so quickly, and the plot was fast, and it never slows down. And I liked Lloyd and how he started having a crush on Princess Hirumi, and it's good that we get to see Jay and Cole searching for Wu at the beginning. So yeah, it's good. It's a good season premiere and a good episode in general. So we go to episode 76 titled The Jade Princess. And yeah, this episode was a really good episode. We get some Lloyd and Hirumi moments that really kinda make fans smile. We get to see some good Cole moments. Wow. And the Sons of Garmadon destroyed the palace of the royal family, and Hachin and the Emperor and Empress died. And I loved the ending of this episode. It's really dark. The ninja failed to rescue the Emperor and Empress. So yeah, really good episode. So we go to episode 77 titled The Oni and the Dragons, and man, here where things start getting better. So we learned that the first spinjitzu master was part Oni and dragon, and he escaped the first realm. And we learned that Lord Garmadon is an Oni because the Oni cursed him or something. So even if Garmadon wasn't gonna be bitten by the Great Devourer, he was. still gonna be evil. So yeah, I really didn't like what they did here. It's really confusing. So yeah, so Zayn and Cole disguises themselves, and Zayn gained the Sons of Garmadon's trust. So an amazing episode. I liked how it ended with Zayn going with the SOG. That was a really good cliffhanger. And by the way, the plan of the SOG is to bring Lord Garmadon from the dead using the Oni masks from the Oni masks are originated from the first realm. So yeah, we go to episode 78 titled Snake Jaguar. So the episode started with a flashback that explained how Zayn got his powers and where he got his powers from, since he's a robot and the elemental master of ice. And we learned that the elemental master of ice gave it to him when he visited Dr. Julian and Zayn. So we kind of learned that you don't need to have a child to pass your elemental power. Well, okay then. So yeah, Cole found a baby, and they said that he's the key to bring Lord Garmadon back, and he's the key so they can find the third mask. He's the key to the third mask. So Cole took the baby, and Zayn was busted because the Quiet One tells Ultraviolet that Snake Jaguar is Zayn. So the episode ends with Zayn finding out that Mr. E is not Echo Zayn, but a robot. So yeah, a really good cliffhanger. I really liked this episode. I mean, we get more Zayn focused, we get more Zayn moments, cause really we didn't have Zayn episodes since season 3. So it's cool to see Zayn as the focus of this episode. So I really liked this episode. It's an amazing episode. I liked how it ended. So yeah. So we go to episode 79 titled The Dead Man's Squall, and it's my least favorite episode. It's my least favorite episode. Well, I don't hate the episode. It's a good episode, but it's my least favorite when I compare it with other season 8 episodes. So yeah. So I liked the ninjas fighting Samurai X, and the Quiet One is the one that he was behind this. So the samurai turned out to be Pixel, and I wasn't surprised at all. And Lloyd and Harumi were lost in the middle of the jungle, but they have the map because it was on the baby for some reason. So yeah, I liked Dead Man's Squall. So we go to episode 80 titled The Quiet One, and this episode is the episode where they reveal to us who is the Quiet One. Kinda like how the title of episode 10 of season 1 is the Green Ninja, and they revealed to us who is the Green Ninja. So yeah, or same with episode 39 of season 4, Spy for a Spy. And it's the episode where they revealed to us who is the spy. So yeah. So the ninjas found out that the mysterious baby is Master Wu. So how did he made it back? Unclear. So we learned that he's a baby because when Nia used the reverser time blade on him in episode 74 of season 7, it didn't just reverse him to his normal age, but de-aged him and made him a baby. So yeah, it didn't just reverse him back to his normal age, but de-aged him and made him a baby. So yeah, okay, whatever. So Lloyd and Harumi found the location of the third mask, and Nia found out that Harumi is the Quiet One because Mr. E sent a message to her in Dead Man's Squall. So they were trying to know where the message went through so they could find the Quiet One's location. And his location turned out to be the Destiny's Bounty. So it's Harumi. I mean, how the heck Nia didn't thought that the Quiet One could be one of the ninjas? I wished she gets suspicious about them before she jumped to the conclusion that it's Harumi. But yeah, it's fine. Harumi is the Quiet One, and I was surprised. I was shocked. I was never expecting Harumi to be the Quiet One. So yeah, that was a good twist. And man, ending the episode with the spider song was haunting me till the next episode came out, because I really didn't know what's gonna happen next. So yeah, a really good episode. So we go to episode 81 titled Game of Masks, and oh my god, this episode is amazing. Lloyd finding out that Harumi is the quiet one was perfect. The scene was dramatic, it was really good, and the scene was dramatic and making you not wanting for Lloyd to be heartbroken by Harumi. Guys, the Higmans nailed it. Well, they always do. Sometimes they don't, but mostly they do. So yeah, so the ninjas found Lloyd, and the crab from the previous episode showed up. So the episode could be a 22-minute episode, so that's why the crap exists and this episode. And Lloyd was captured. So yeah, I really like this episode. Now to episode 82, titled Dread on Arrival, which is kinda like season 4, episode 41. And so yeah, they kinda have the same plot, but they are unique in their own ways. So yeah, I really like this episode, and we get to see Masako in the episode, and I thought that she's gonna look exactly like Coco. I thought that they're gonna redesign her to look like Coco, but they didn't. They didn't do it. Well, I think because Coco and Masako are not the same characters. I mean, Coco is more of a new character that was specifically made for the Lego Ninjago movie. So yeah, and it won't make sense because Masako is older and Coco's so young. Coco's too young. So back to the episode. So yeah, the ninjas stopped the resurrection of Lord Garmadon, and I thought that this episode is the final episode of this season because the ninjas won and Harumi and the SOG were captured. But then the episode ended with a cliffhanger with Garmadon coming back. So yeah, it's a really good episode. So we go to episode 83 titled True Potential. So Lord Garmadon is back and he break Harumi out of prison, and Lloyd start fighting Lord Garmadon, and Garmadon kicked his ass. That was crazy. True Potential is my favorite episode of Sons of Garmadon. Guys, Lloyd versus Lord Garmadon in this episode is amazing. It's insane. And Lloyd being sad because of Harumi at the beginning of this episode is just really sad. I mean, you can feel sad for Lloyd's character. I mean, his crush turned out to be a villain. So yeah, this episode is my favorite episode of this season. Like, the ending of this episode was so dramatic, with Lloyd looking at the picture with his father. So yeah, it's a really good episode. So we go to episode 84, titled Big Trouble, Little Ninjago. And I have to say that I really like the title of this episode. It's just really good. Big Trouble, Little Ninjago. So yeah, Lloyd is not okay, he's knocked down, and the ninjas gave their powers to save him, but they didn't lost them. So Lloyd took Baby Wu, and Mistake gave the ninjas a traveler's tea, and the Oni Titan destroyed the bounty, and Lloyd thought that the OG ninjas and the Wu just died in front of his eyes. But the ninjas turn out to be in the first realm, the realm of Oni and Dragon. So Lloyd escaped, and Harumi gets the last laugh in this episode, in this season. So yeah, an amazing season finale. So let's talk about the good stuff. So, the plot of the season was really good. I mean, when I heard that they're going to bring Lord Garmadon back, first I was really worried because Garmadon's arc ended in a good way. I mean, we saw him sacrificing himself to the Cursed Realm, and he died alongside the Cursed Realm. So yeah, I was satisfied with his arc, and he got a good conclusion. So I really didn't like the idea of bringing him back to the show. Well, they had to do it because of the Lego Ninjago movie. But yeah, I liked Lord Garmadon this season. He was good. His fight with Lloyd was amazing, and at the same time, really sad and dramatic. That fight scene is really one of the best Ninjago scenes out there, and I loved Harumi. She's a really good villain. And man, I was shocked that she's the quiet one. Because really, back in 2018, I saw a lot of YouTubers doing Ninjago videos, and there is some videos where they talk about, I don't know, the top 5 Ninjago characters that could be the quiet one. Some people were saying it could be Pythor, on their channels, and I remember YouTubers said it could be Masako and that she's the most likely because she misses Garmadon. And yeah, they had really some good points here and there. So yeah, they kinda convinced me that Masako could be the quiet one, or Pythor, and some people said that it could be the Overlord or Crux in Acronics. And yeah, they got, like I said, they got some pretty good explanations behind like why Crux or Misako or the Overlord could be the quiet one. But really, there wasn't a lot of YouTubers who said that it could be Harumi. Well, there was some, don't get me wrong, there was some, but not many. Maybe there was a lot of them, but I just didn't see them. But I just didn't saw those videos. So yeah, like I said, that's why I was shocked when Harumi turned out to be the quiet one. It's a really good plot twist. I didn't expect it. Well, there was some hints in the trailers, but I really didn't think about them that much. I didn't give attention to them that much. So yeah, but I have to say that I was kinda sad that Harumi turned out to be the quiet one, and it's not because she's a bad villain. No, she's an amazing villain. But I was actually sad because I really shipped Lloyd and Harumi. They were really good together. Like I said, they were really good. I wanted them to be together. And I felt sad for Lloyd because he wanted to be with Harumi, but... So yeah, and that's why the plot twist really worked. That's why the plot twist is really good. Harumi is not like Skylar. Harumi didn't join the good side in the season. She was still a villain. So yeah, I was kinda sad that she was the quiet one. And at the same time, I was amazed by that. And man, she broke Lloyd's heart. She really broke Lloyd's heart. So yeah, Harumi is an amazing villain. And also, I really loved the power of the Oni masks. They're really cool. And I loved the backstory of the Oni and the dragons. It was really cool, and it's good that we learned more about the first spinjitzu master. So yeah, that was good, because the last time where the first spinjitzu master was important was way back in season 5, when the ninjas tried to find his tomb. Because after season 5, we didn't got season that has to do with the first spinjitzu master. So it's good that he affected the story in this season. And also, I like that Lloyd is part Oni. That was cool. So yeah, Zayn is not the only one who is not human. Well, yeah, Lloyd is still human, but he's part Oni. So yeah, Lloyd learning that he was part Oni is like Zayn learning that he was a robot. But yeah, the plot twist of Zayn finding that he's a robot is far superior than Lloyd being a half Oni. But yeah, and also I loved Mr. E. He's so mysterious, and that what his name means, and he would have been much better if he turned out to be Echo Zayn, because that was the original plan. And I liked that the fans speculated that Mr. E could be Echo Zayn even before we learned that he was originally gonna be Echo Zayn. So yeah, and I like seeing the commissioner again. That was cool, and he was painting, and it will become a running gag after this season. So, and also, Garmadon unlocking his true potential was amazing, and Lloyd's relation with Harumi is good. It's so cute, but it became toxic after she was revealed to be the quiet one. And I liked Pixel in this season. She is finally back after her mysterious disappearance in Hands of Time, and she is Samurai X. So yeah, it's good that she have her own body. And I liked Mistake, she was good, and Baby Woo was good, but I will talk about him later in this video. And also, I loved that Harumi becoming a villain had to do with the Great Devourer way back in season 1. Her backstory is amazing. I would even come to say it's perfect. I liked that she wanted to bring Lord Garmadon because he saved the day, and also so she could make Lloyd suffer because it's because of him and the ninjas that her parents are dead. So yeah, I like that they tied Harumi's motivation back to season 1. It's like a full circle. And it's good that we learned that not everyone survived when the Great Devourer attacked the city. So yeah, it makes sense. So I loved Harumi's backstory. It was amazing. I like that they tied it to... I like that they tied it together. And Misako was there too. Well, she wasn't bad. She was fine in my opinion. I wished that we get to see more of her reaction when Garmadon was back from the dead. And I love that the episode ended with a big cliffhanger. I like that this season overall ended with a big cliffhanger. Oh my god, this is the first time where the ninjas failed. It's an incredible finale. Because really, when I was watching Big Trouble Little Ninjago, I was like, hey, they're going to defeat Garmadon. And then I checked how much is left for the episode to end, and it was 6 minutes or 5 minutes, and I was like, hey, how they're gonna defeat him? But it turned out to be a cliffhanger. Yeah, the season ended with a cliffhanger. So yeah. So this is the best season cliffhanger since season 4's cliffhanger. So this season ended with the Kai, Jay, Zayn, Cole being stuck in the realm of Oni and Dragons, the place where the first spinjitzu master was born. I loved how it ended. It's the best season finale cliffhanger since season 4's cliffhanger with Moro. So yeah, I was hyped for the next season. So let's talk about the ninjas. So we have Lloyd, and he's the main focus. So Lloyd was amazing. He's older now, well, just like the other ninjas, because they all look different, but his voice changed now, and he's voiced by Sam Vincent. So yeah, Julia Michaels is no more voicing Lloyd, but she did a good job. But yeah, Sam Vincent voiced Lloyd, and I love Lloyd's developments in season 8. Season 8. So yeah, season 8 is Lloyd's second season, and I don't count Possession as a Lloyd season, because it's not, it's a team season. But yeah, the thing that I loved about Lloyd in this season is his development. And I loved his arc in this season more than his arc in season 2. Because really, his arc in season 2 is to defeat his father, unlock his true potential, and he has a destiny, and he needs to be the golden ninja to defeat the overlord and the prophecy, blah blah, and all that. So yeah, that was too much for Lloyd. His developments in season 8 are simple. I mean, he fell in love, he trusted Harumi, he tries to lead his team, and he was heartbroken because of Harumi, and he has daddy issues. You see, it's too simple, and it's really realistic, well, except for his daddy issues, I guess. But yeah, his arc is simple and relatable sometimes. He doesn't have a destiny in this season. There is no prophecy or a final battle or something like that. Because my problem with Lloyd in season 2 is that he was overpowered. He was like a god, but in this season he's just like the others, and he have a simple arc. So yeah, he doesn't need to be the ultimate master like in season 2. So yeah, because Lloyd was like a god in season 2. I didn't like that. He was overpowered, and that made the other ninjas useless. They made them just there. They were just there. So I loved his arc in this season because it's simple. So yeah, I loved Lloyd in this season. He's more mature, and he's a master. So I liked that they continued the master thing from season 7. And Lloyd's relation with Harumi is good. So we go to Cole, and oh my god, Cole is really good. Finally, he got more developments. I really liked Cole in this season. Yeah, he had more to do than any Ninjago season. We learned a little bit about his backstory from the pilot movie, but it's more fleshed out than his backstory from the pilot movie. And we get a tease about Cole's mom, which I guess will be focused on in Master of Mountains. Well, I haven't seen the season yet. At the time of recording this video, I haven't seen Prime Empire either, so yeah, I will catch up. So please, no spoilers about Prime Empire and Master of Mountain. But yeah, we learned that his father didn't care about his mother. So yeah, Cole was good, and I like that he misses Master Wu the most, and his relation with the baby Wu is good. I liked that he called him Cole Jr. That was funny and adorable. I mean, it's the first time that we get to see a ninja taking care of a baby. So yeah, and he sang that worm song, which was embarrassing for Cole. But yeah, Cole was really good in this season. His character really impressed me. And his ghostly scar is still there, and it only shows up when when Cole uses his RX powers. And there's no explanation about how his scar has to do with his RX powers in this season, and why it's orange now and not green. But behind the scenes, come on, we all know why they wanted to show Cole's scar when he only uses RX powers, and that's because the movie design of Cole and the Lego Ninjago movie doesn't have that scar, so they needed to make Cole exactly like his movie version. So yeah, that's why his scar only appears when he uses RX powers. It's an excuse. So yeah, so he could just look exactly like his movie version. So we go to Zayn, and Zayn was also good. I mean, we learned more about his past and where he got his powers, so that was cool. I wished getting his powers was more fleshed out, but yeah. And he had his own solo episode, which is Snake Jaguar. Zayn was amazing in that episode, and that fight scene between him and Mr. E was good. And his relation with Pixel was really good. I liked the moment where she asked him if he liked her when she was in his head or when she has her own body. That was a good character moment between the two. So yeah, it's digital love. It makes sense why they have their own song. So yeah, Zayn impressed me. Because the final time Zayn get some developments was way back in season 3 and 4. But after that, he didn't had much. So it's good to see Zayn moments again. So we go to Nia. She was fine. She wasn't good like the other three that I mentioned, but she wasn't bad either. And same with Jay. He was also fine. Although I liked the moment between Jay and Nia when the commissioner said a pirate genie, because that was a callback to season 6. So yeah, they remember the events of Skybound, but the others don't. So I guess that's all I have to say for the good stuff. Now let's go to the bad stuff. So we go to Kai. And oh my god. Oh my god. Kai. I didn't Kai was really bad. I didn't like Kai in this season. It's the first Ninjago season where he didn't impress me. He really didn't do much. And his personality really changed. And I'm not the only one here. A lot of people hated Kai in season 8. Guys, he was completely different. Well, I'm not talking about his Lego Ninjago movie design, because every ninja looks like his Lego Ninjago version. So yeah, even Zayn can change between his titanium form and his movie form. So yeah, Kai was bad because he was more of a comic relief. Like for example, in the first episode of this season, he was removing the books when they were inside the palace. That was so childish, guys. And remember in episode 77 when the ninjas split up? Lloyd and Jay went to Mistake, Zayn and Cole went to a Sons of Garmadon member, but Kai, he wasn't there. He wasn't there, he didn't do much. So yeah, he just wasn't there. Like I said, he was really different, he acts differently, and I really didn't like that. He's not that mature in this season. He was just there, and I really didn't like that. He was a comic relief, and we didn't had much serious moments with him. Well, I have to admit, I liked the scene. I liked that scene where Nia said to Kai that ninja never quits, and he told her that ninja don't last forever. I felt that was a true Kai moment. That was a line that Kai would say. I really liked that moment. But yeah, he wasn't that good in the season. He was bad. He wasn't horrible, but he wasn't good either. So let's talk about Mistaki. And she was good, but her interaction with the ninjas really came out of nowhere in this season. I mean, the ninjas never interacted with Mistaki before season 8. So yeah, and here they are trying to make us believe that they know her. I mean, what? I mean, she was mean to Master Wu in season 1, and now she says that she misses him. So yeah, I don't get it. And yeah, I know that she had a long history. I mean, we saw that she was there during the banishment of the Anaconda generals, and she even said her iconic line, which is never heard of it. But still, I wish she appeared more in the series, so the scenes with her in season 8 feel like a little bit impactful, because really in this season she only exists for the plot. They make the ninjas interact with her just for the plot. Also, another common problem, and it's that how the Hackmaster Wu made it back to Ninjago and made it to the present. I mean, what? They made us believe that he was lost in time forever and that it's gonna be so hard to get him back, but he came back without an explanation. And what happened to Crux and Acronyx? I mean, if Wu made it back, why Crux and Acronyx didn't? Guys, that was lazy writing. I mean, how the Hackmaster Wu came back, it really doesn't make sense. And also, how did Masako found him? Well, it happened off screen, but yeah, I really didn't like the explanation of how he's a baby, because Nia said that he's a baby because when Nia reversed him back to his normal age in season 7, episode 74, he didn't just revert back to his normal age, but he was de-aging. I mean, what? That doesn't make sense. So you're telling me that Kai's father, Ray, is a baby now? Because, well, when he was hit with the fast-forward time blade, he started aging rapidly, but Kai reversed that effect on him, and that made him back to his normal age. So doesn't that mean that Rei started the aging because of the reverser time blade? Just like Wu, so doesn't that mean that Rei is a baby now? Because yeah, if Wu became a baby because of the reverser blade, so Rei should be affected just like Wu. Rei should be a baby right now. So yeah, it's confusing. And also, why Sensei Wu has the map? Why? Why Sensei Wu has the map on him? Where did he get it? Why Harumi said that he's important? Why the SOG said that he's important to find the third mask? Well, yeah, because he has the map, but why Wu? I mean, they should just take the map and leave Wu alone. So yeah, it doesn't make sense. Why Master Wu had the map? Or did Harumi had the map? And even if she did, where did she get it? So yeah. And also, the thing that confuses me in this season is that we learned that Lord Garmadon has Oni blood, so he was gonna become a villain even if he wasn't bitten by the Great Devourer. So Garmadon became evil because of the Oni's curse. So it's not just the Great Devourer that made him bad. Because the Oni were willing to make Garmadon evil. So that means that even if he wasn't bitten by the Great Devourer, he was still gonna be a villain. Because Mistake said that, because Mistake in episode 77, The Oni and the Dragons, she said that the first spinjitzu master saw that the evil of the Oni was gonna be unleashed on one of his sons, and it's Lord Garmadon. So yeah, the Oni made Garmadon evil, kind of like a revenge, because the first spinjitzu master left the realm of the Oni and the Dragons. So yeah, I'm really confused by this guy. So Garmadon hating the Great Devourer in episode 13 of season 1 doesn't matter that much, because he was gonna be a villain even if he liked it or not. He was gonna be a villain if he liked it or not. So yeah. So if you guys have an explanation, then please feel free to explain it to me down in the comments, because I'm really confused by this. I was confused by this since 2018, and I'm still confused by this until now. So I guess this is all I have to say for the bad stuff. So I give season 8 an 8.5 out of 10. It's a really good Ninjago season. I was really impressed by this. So tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. Is Sons of Garmadon a good season? Is it a bad season? Is it an okay season? Just tell me your comments down. Just tell me your thoughts. Sorry. Just tell me your thoughts down in the comments. So if you guys like this video, please give it a like. And if you're not subscribed, then please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And turn on the notifications. You will be the first one to know when I upload a video. So yeah, I really loved the Sons of Garmadon. It's a really good season. A lot of people thought that it's gonna be a bad season because of the redesigns and because they're gonna bring Lord Garmadon back, but really, this season's really good. It's darker, it has dark elements, so yeah. I loved it. I love Sons of Garmadon, guys. I really love Sons of Garmadon. It really did put a smile on my face. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm the one that loved this cartoon, and you're the one that love it too.